Radio. Are we live? I think so. Very late night stream tonight. And I wasn't sure if I was going to get another one in, but I have a work trip coming up. I'm in New Zealand and I need to convert to, well, I'm heading to Germany, so I need to convert to European time, so I need to stay up really late. Their time's pretty much opposite. So I figure, why not get an hour or two of streaming in while I'm having to be up anyway. Let me test the audio real quick. Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. Yep, that sounds fine, probably. Alright. Excuse me. So, from what I remember yesterday, I haven't really done any work since last time, by the way. But yeah, we'll just continue on pretty much from exactly where we left off. So from what I remember, basically the textures, we basically set up an asset system in this asset manager here, where assets are essentially created. Well, when we import assets, they are created and serialized to disk. Yeah, you can see right here, grid.uasset. That's the texture for this. And then we set it up to read these assets back. But there was a problem where it's either a timing issue, or I'm not sure what the issue is basically, but we're unable to essentially use the texture right here. So so grid texture I think was undefined. So let me do a little debugging to start us off today. Yeah, undefined. Which essentially means there's a problem here. So let's have a look at the loaded assets then, which should have just logged. Ah, that's right, it's getting registered with the name undefined, even though the name exists in here. So that means that, yep, source asset. That means in here we have a problem, I think. I'll just have to trace this back. Oh, did that function never run? Oh, that's right. It runs too early for the debugger, doesn't it? That's frustrating. So registered asset found on disk undefined, which means I guess this whole asset is undefined, I would think. I'll just print it. No. The entire asset is not undefined. I think it's just not deserializing properly. Yeah, it's just deserializing as object. Okay, so that means there's potentially a problem. Where are we? Not here. There's a scan function somewhere. Find asset by ID. Where does this get called from? Register assets. Ah, here. In the constructor of the editor. we load the assets. Okay, let's do a little printing here then. Asset preparing for loads. Yeah, I can't really. I have to print it like this to see the proper sort of print message. Asset preparing for loads. Yep. That is correct. Okay, so we just do this as thing. And that might not be good enough. Let's see now. So asset preparing for loads. Yeah, because I don't have like all my functions and stuff on here. Okay, so that is the problem. I think it's not technically, it's not that class. Daily still rolling. Yes, that's the one. I did miss a couple of days, and actually you just reminded me I need to change the day number to 16. But yeah, I've been relatively consistent. We've had 2 days off. How's it going, Skymaker? Been a few days since I've caught you, but yeah, we're working on the asset system at the moment in the engine. Things have progressed a bit since you saw it last. I have this new sort of panel system going on, working, so I couldn't keep up. Yeah, fair enough, it's all good. Yeah, so I'm not sure if you've caught any of the videos or anything, but yeah, we're making good progress. I'm just working on about to get the content browser working, but I need the asset system sort of working first, so we're getting close to that. I'm just fixing a couple of bugs at the moment. I'm not sure if you saw all the gizmo stuff, but that's all working just fine now, which is good. And we've got the reflection system now can detect what sort of classes I've written, so it knows what it can spawn. And yeah, a few other bits and pieces I'm probably forgetting, but that's the main stuff. Yeah, and I converted the windowing over to this new sort of proper tab-based system, which is cool. So yeah. Anyway, so preparing new asset. So I want to see if the type is any different. It's probably not. No, yeah, it's not. It's the prototype is object. Tab system looks clean. Yeah, it's actually it's from, like, I basically modified an existing package to get it working. What is it called? Just in case you're interested, it was like this one, DocView, or DocView Reactor or something like that, which handles a lot of the windowing for me. I basically just tell it like how to serialize and stuff, and it kind of handles the rendering and drag drop stuff for me, which is cool. So yeah, getting there piece by piece. How you been? How's work been? I can't remember if you told me what you do for work, but hopefully everything's going good. Okay, so basically, yeah, this is the problem. So what I'm thinking maybe is if I did something like const assets, or I guess it'll be uasset, and we could ignore this for a second. Equals new uasset, maybe? Or is that bad? Name was not provided. Okay, what about just like that, and then I think there's a way to do, I need to look this up, I forget the syntax. Good, thanks, full stack right now, very cool. Very cool. So working on like some web app stuff or something? Or... Typescript deserialize JSON to type. There we go, that's exactly what I want. Mostly yes, nice, very cool. I did, at work today, I did Twitch integration in the video game I'm working on at the moment, and that was pretty cool. Had a good time with that. I haven't we haven't shipped it yet, but it was fun to mess around with some API stuff. Okay, what am I looking at here? JavaScript. Yeah, whatever. Just show me how to do it. Ideas provide decorators, classes, test, see. Deserialize order, JSON order. Okay. So potentially I could just use view properties then, is basically what this is saying. How's it going, Dark? Welcome in. My TZ is zest, by the way. TZ is zest. I'm not sure what that means, sir. Okay, is there... I was kind of hoping there was just like a quick way to do this. Let's have a look at how some other dudes. Oh, your time zone is CEST. Gotcha. What time is it there then? Central European summertime. 12 PM. Oh, okay. So you're probably at work right now then. Very cool. Damn it. I needed that window. 1 second. Cast JSON object to a TypeScript class. Here we go. Very good. Oh well, don't let your boss see. But yeah, feel free to work alongside me. Okay. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. Wait, dot copy into object assign. I think that's the one I was looking for. Object dot assign. The target is the UAsset and the source is asset data, and that should now hopefully be the right type because that is a UAsset. So if I look at this now, here we go. This looks promising. Preparing asset for load. Yep, and it has the name and all that. Registering asset found on disk, UAsset. Yeah, this looks pretty good to me. So now then in the world, is this hopefully no longer undefined or... Oh wait, we dumped the loaded assets, do we? Please tell me that's line 36. That is line 36. Damn it. Okay, so we've got an initialization order problem still. You can see that I am... What are you trying to do? You can also use object destructuring. Oh, okay. Basically, I was trying to... You probably caught on to it already. I'm not sure how long ago you put that message, but... I have this... This is a JSON... Basically JSON that's turned into an object from a file. And I'm trying to get it to be the right TypeScript type. Which is essentially a UAsset. So... Yeah, this seemed to work, but object destructuring. I'm not sure how to do object destructuring. That's something like you do something like that. Yeah, is it like that? Anyway, yeah, I'm not entirely sure how that works, but this seems to work as well. But yes, unfortunately now we have a... How have you been too, by the way, Dark? Nice to have you back again. Essentially, we're trying to prepare assets to load after the world's already created, which I thought I fixed last time. Oh, you just gave me... I'll be interested to see if this works as well then. So you reckon... UAsset is assets. Guess this would need to be let then. That's cool. Yeah. I think that won't work since it's a class, my bad. Oh, okay. That's good to know. So that's more like if it's just like a normal object rather than a class. Gotcha. Okay, that's cool. That's good to know though. And that's probably helpful for like, yeah, a few different array types and things like that as well. Let me have a look. I'm in the editor, aren't I? Where am I looking? So why do we have a world before... Ah, because this takes time. Shit. Okay. Does it take time? I think it does. Console.log starting asset discovery. I need to do an output log soon. Finishing, or like asset discovery finished. And then I think, is there a print in here? Yeah, create world created. So let's take that off. Have a look here. We are very close now, I think. I just have a loading order area. Starting asset discovery finished. Oh wait, I'm stupid. Hang on. I put the finished in the wrong spot. Should be like that. Async await with a for loop, or map the asset loading to promises and await a promise to all. Okay, so could I wait in this constructor then? Because essentially I'd want to do the asset discovery like essentially as the project's loading, I guess. But I don't really have a loading thing yet. Console asset discovery finished, but the world is created here. Yeah, that is a problem. And everything is probably going to start trying to access the world earlier than that. Out of interest. Ah, yeah, see, already problems going on. Because now these Okay, let me just see if I can force this to work. So if I know I'm on the right path or not. String asset discovery finished, then the world is created. Then inside, but you won't be able to do const something await new sum class. Ah, okay. No async constructors. Okay, so where could I use async then? Just in the top level, like up here, or not really in a class, but yeah. Problem is I am kind of using classes for everything. I could do callbacks though. But yeah, okay. This looks like it's almost working. I just need to essentially have the engine in a loading state during this, but I don't really do that right now. Getting there. Async static constructor. So you can do async constructors as long as they're static, is that what you're saying? I don't know if I particularly want to I mean, I guess the editor there is only going to be one editor. So await editor.load. Yeah, but where would I put that await is kind of what I'm getting at. Like, the editor is created, I guess I'd just put it in here. Editor is created here. Oh my god, I have one already. What the hell? Okay. That simplifies things a little bit. Good call. Yeah, that is exactly what I needed, and I didn't realize I'd already kind of half written this code already. Yeesh. So there we go. So the loading happens in here, and you said I can await something here. So window.editor equals await. Well, the load function doesn't really return an editor though, so I don't think that would work. Actually, yeah, I'm just noticing now as well that the constructor is still going to run first before the load. So that means I'm probably doing too much in the constructor then. This is stuff that shouldn't... No, it does need to be in the constructor though. Okay, you know what? It's fine. I'll figure out how to asyncify this later on. I'll just do it like this for now. And if I can get the texture loading, then I can come back and do another pass on this code. But we do finish discovery before we do world creation, and now, yep, we've got all this. The data hopefully is a valid texture, we'll see. Possibly not, because the image is probably not set to that correctly, is what I would imagine is happening here. Okay, so in the world, we do not do this yet. That might be why. Okay. That's something different. I think the data just doesn't have the texture, like it's not serializing properly. Yeah, map has a value of undefined, yeah. Because now the data... Well, this actually, no, this data should be there. I don't see any reason the data shouldn't be. No, I'm not hitting breakpoints. data, which is a 3 texture, and that comes from texture 2D. And yeah, I probably just can't serialize it like that, I guess. Or I need a deserialization. That's probably the better way to do this, actually. Yeah, I think it is. So asset. Okay, I think I have a plan. So in the asset manager, when we do the serialization, create the asset file on disk. This is serialization. So what I would do instead is maybe equals asset dot serialize, like that, and we do this internally. Yep, declare method serialize, that's fine. So we do that. We basically return JSON.stringify this. Make it public. Chuck it somewhere. For my game, I store everything as an array, as array buffers. Not sure if it's possible here. Okay. Array buffers for textures? Or is that for meshes you're talking about? And then we'd have deserialize. That's going to have to be static, and that will return an assets. And the models, audio, and images. Okay. Array buffers. Yeah, okay. I might be able to look into that then. I'll just set up these functions and then we'll see if we can use those for serializing. Okay, that's fine. Asset manager. Where do I do the deserialize? I keep forgetting. Serialize assets. It was like up here somewhere, wasn't it? No, it was in the editor. Right here. Import asset, discovered assets, returns discovered assets, and these are what? These are objects. That's fine. I can leave these as objects, I guess. So in the editor, I will do asset equals uAsset dot. Wait, why can't I? Hello? uAsset dot deserialize assets. And I'll rename this to asset data, which is just an object. Okay, cool. We should be good then. That returns a uAsset, so now I can grab this and hit into this function. And we need to pass in asset data. And I guess we need a uAsset with a name, temp name of loading, which is kind of gross, but it's alright. New asset in here, and then return new asset. Gotcha, good. We'll try to catch you another day. Okay, cool. Thanks for tuning in. Cheers for the tips. And have a good rest of your day. Okay, so this should be good. Deserialize. So we should be basically in the same spot right now. which we seem to be. Okay, so now what I want to do is when we serialize a texture, oh shit, I can't override the deserialize because I made it static. Damn it. Okay, so it's going to have to be this then. And we essentially don't return anything. How about we return a boolean? Oh no, this one needs to return data. Which is what, a string? String. And this one can return, yeah, boolean on whether it worked or not. And does this return anything? Returns the target object. So I'll just return true for now. Basically, we'll just assume it always works. Okay, so now we'll have an error in somewhere in here, editor. Yeah, because now it will be asset loading, and then we do uasset.deserialize with the data. How's it going, Rudy? Welcome in. Nice to catch you. Just working a little bit on the asset system at the moment. I can't remember if you came in yesterday, but we're essentially just doing some semi-deep engine code at the moment. Went to a natural history museum today at Wayno, bro. It was so nice. Where is? Let me look that up. Is that a country? Sounds cool though. Natural History Museum. What sort of stuff was there? Wayno Park. UENO. Never heard of that. Oh, okay. I see. In Tokyo? Very cool. That does look awesome, actually. Nice. Do you have a good time? Oh, right. I see, brother. Yeah. No, I got you. Sorry. Very cool. Very nice. I haven't been to the museum in quite a long time. I should go check that out. Okay, so we should be good, which I think we are again. So now that I've made that non-static, I really don't like that I've got this getter above the constructor. I've got a very particular way that I like to lay these things out. Now, do we want to super serialize? Probably do. For now, I'll just do super everything. I'm just going to leave the types off these because I probably should come back through and do a better type at some point. They had a lot of stuff, 2 buildings filled with stuff like dinos and fossils. Oh, sweet. History of Japanese people, volcanic space, and they even had a dedicated space for all crystals that are found in Japan. That sounds super cool. Dinosaur stuff. Yeah, very nice. Right. So essentially the problem is, I think, is that when we deserialize, post deserializing maybe we just reload the texture. Is that bad? That feels like it might be bad. Oh, wait a second, what is this? Sorry, excuse me. I keep not getting to my mute button in time. Every time I have one of these minty chewing gums, it causes me to have a sneezing fit for some reason. I don't know if I should see a doctor about that, but what are we doing today again? Yeah, finishing the loader, that's right. Finishing the way the assets are managed. Thank you. Yeah. Wrap-s data. What I'm thinking maybe is after we deserialize, we say, oh shit, we can't do it after we deserialize because I have to return here. Okay. Oh, god damn. That's the downside of returning, I guess. So maybe we return nothing then, since I'm only returning true forcibly always anyway. Go. So now I can do stuff after I deserialize, which is good. So what I want to try to do maybe is use the asset has a source path. Wait, it could be undefined, really? Could be undefined, yeah, you're right, okay. In this case, probably not going to be undefined. Okay, what does it think about this? Let's see what we get. So that's problems because of the world, I think. Yeah, I don't think that's actually, that's because I'm like kind of not making the world available straight away. Never heard about that. After the variable, is that like a do not check here operator thing? Oh, this, yeah. It's basically like, yeah, essentially it's like, hey, it's, you know, it'll essentially give you an error if it's undefined. Like, basically Typescript's trying to save me here from like, what it wants me to do is if hang on, and I'm kind of being lazy and doing it in a cheatsy way, but it wants me to go like, if this is not equal to undefined, then I use it, and that way I won't get an error. But in this case, I don't really care if I get an error because that's actually going to help me debug the problem. So I'm just saying, hey, this isn't, like if you look at this type, this is string or undefined, but if I put the exclamation point, it basically just essentially gets rid of the undefined part. Yeah, you can also do the question mark syntax too, like, because this is a string, is there any dot stuff I can do on here? Yeah, so like, see that question mark it just put in there? That basically will mean that it'll check this for me and only run this function if this is not undefined. Whereas if I do this, it's the same thing, but it won't, it'll run this regardless of whether this is undefined or not. It'll basically just stop yelling at me about it. It's kind of like a little bit of a bad habit, but in certain cases it can be helpful to make TypeScript shut up about stuff. but it does usually come back to bite me in the ass. Okay, so I got a lot of problems now because of the world loading too late. Yeah, no problem, no problem. So before we had this, and it seemed to be okay with that. So if I go back to that, it's okay with that. What the heck? I guess that's just saying, hey, by default, a texture. No, that doesn't make any sense. This needs to be loaded from somewhere. And where does it actually get constructed? I think in the world we do one. Yeah. No. In the world we load one. I guess it gets constructed when we create the asset, does it? Create asset, register asset. Yeah, it's like in the texture loader, I guess. Yeah. Loader.load. Yeah. That is the one. So God, this data essentially should now be forced to be the asset path. I can't seem to hit my breakpoints though. I think it's so unhappy about me about all this other stuff that, like, it is here, the data's here, the U asset's here. The source path looks right, I think. I just think the image is not actually saved within here. So I need to reload the image from that path onto the data, which should be what I'm doing here. Which is not, this is not really the way I'd prefer to do this. I prefer the data was actually baked into the file, the image. Deserializing source assets. Does that never get called? So we never get to deserialize? That doesn't seem right, because in the editor, don't I go through and deserialize everything? Prepare asset for load. Objects. Yeah, this. Preparing for load. So I should have deserialized right before that. I think I know why. I think because it's just a normal U asset. It doesn't know that it's a texture. Like if I do this temporarily, load everything as textures like that. Which is giving me a little bit of a headache. Can I just make this optional maybe? god. Do the same thing here. How's it going, light blue stuff? Welcome in. Nice to catch you. Do we deserialize now? Should do. Starting asset discovery. Wait a second. Starting asset discovery. You can type any? Oh, right. So rather than giving it a type. Yeah. I probably should do that. I'm going to take this off shortly though. I'm just trying to get it to... I just need to see like if I'm on the right track with this, because if not, I'm going to abandon the way I'm doing this and change it. I just need to get any hint that this is actually going to work the way I want. Starting asset discovery. Then we never actually prepare anything for load, do we? Because the whole world problem starts kicking in. Okay, that's going to be a bit of work to fix that. So why are we never hitting this now? Wrap S. Because I'm passing in undefined here, which is here, which, yeah, right, I see the problem. So or I could just do data. These wrap parameters I won't be setting like this normally anyway. This is just until I make them U properties and everything. Okay, that did something. Let me see what the prints are now. Asset discovery finished. Okay, so deserializing source asset. Asset preparing for load. Then the texture 2D has some data now. Registering asset found on disk. It's interesting that it loads it twice. And then the discovery finishes. Then we come down. And this is not a valid path because this is... Right, yeah. I can't... to load a file like that, I would have to do it through the main process. Like the front end can't access my C drive like that. Which means I basically need to store the texture data, which is annoyingly, I prefer to call that data as something, but what? But how do I, like, can I just read? Let's see. There's a 2JSON. Let me see what that does. Because I just need to find a way to store the texture basically temporarily until it's re-imported. Can I hit any of my breakpoints? What? Why can't I? Okay, so right above image data. Should be during asset load. wait, the constructor never gets called. Preparing for load, does its thing, registering, blah blah blah. Then that's it. Then it prints the registry, but it never prints in here. Ah, because data's undefined, that's why. Yeah, and that's not really what I need to do. Is let's just do this in the editor, I guess. Texture loader. No, not that loader. Come on. Do I have 3 in here? Probably not. Oh, yeah. Loads the image at source assets textures something. Default grid. PNG. Okay, and then what I want to see is text image dot JSON. All right. So I'm not sure if that's going to contain the right data either. Okay, so we do all that. Right, here we go. It is essentially the same stuff. Generate a texture to JSON version. Okay. Is definition of texture. Reference to the data source can be shared across textures. Sprite sheets. Nah, that's not the thing. I just need to find where the actual texture is. Image. It's probably that. Image object typically created. Yeah. Yeah. Now, essentially now I need to figure out how to serialize that. Where are we at? Image data null. Okay, let's do it like this then. Okay, so texture. Source data image. Current source, maybe? Because that's the path I need right there. Okay, so let's try this then. Source data. So that, then source, then data. And then was just that. Image data. Then source, then data, then what was the thing? It was current source. Make sure that prints what I expect, and yeah, I guess I can just use that for now. That'll probably work. Cannot read properties. Null. Okay, so there's actually like some sort of delay or something that's happening here. Yeah, this onload thing. So it's gonna actually need to be like this. Yeah, and then the source. Okay. What was the thing? Source something. Source. Ah, shit. Sorry, I keep forgetting the name of this. It's getting kind of late for me. Texture. Source. Data. It's like current or something. Current source. Okay, just copy paste it. And then in the editor, okay, that should now hopefully print the path that I need to load from. Okay, and that texture actually does load now, so that's good. So now I can steal that and use that basically in my texture deserializer. Like how I was doing this before. What did I have here? So load from the source path, but the source path now is actually something. Okay, so let's make this public, I guess. Runtime path is gonna be the thing we load, so yeah, we don't actually load from here, we load from the runtime path. Okay, and then when that data loads, we go this dot data equals data, and that hopefully will update everything to be correct. Now I need this, because when I serialize, before I serialize, I guess I should do this dot runtime path equals this dot data dot source dot blah blah blah. Okay, that should be good. So Now if I go into my, well, I can just do it through here, I guess. I want to delete that asset and import it again. Okay, that's all good. And then refresh. Really? Time path. Where are we? That's from the editor. I want to see the one from texture 2D. We never hit to serialize on here? That doesn't seem right. Data, source path, runtime path is empty. Yeah, runtime path is empty on both of these. Which I guess means when I serialize it, the data's not there properly or something. I'm not sure. I might have to fiddle around with this a little bit off screen. I think I'm gonna leave the stream there though for tonight. Just a shorter one today, just an hour or so. But yeah, I think my brain capacity is fading too far to be able to do too much more than this. But yeah, I will have a fiddle around with this, get this working, and then we'll tune back in the next stream, and hopefully I can show you what I'm doing wrong here. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you all in the next stream.